Hello, everyone, and welcome to Royalty, a Guelph Royals podcast where we'll get the opportunity to get to know the roster and what makes it so awesome. I'm Teresa Skubik alongside my co-host Ryan Eakin, and today we have the pleasure of getting to know Darius Barlas.
Yeah, Barlas is now entering his fifth season in the IBL this upcoming May, and he's been a big part of Guelph since he came out of college. And he had the one season at the Bay Cats when Guelph didn't play back in 2021, but easily one of the best defenders in the IBL. So looking forward to talking to him today.
And we are super excited to watch you shine this season. But Darius, how are you doing today?
Not too bad. I just had some audio and camera issues, but I think we're all ready to go now, so it's good.
A couple technical difficulties, but hopefully we got past all of that. But the first question I want to ask you is how long you've been playing baseball for?
I've been playing baseball basically as far as I can remember, basically ever since I could walk. So yeah, probably around turning 27 this year, so probably around 23, 24 years now. So it's been a long time. Yeah.
And did you play any other sports growing up?
Mostly focused just on baseball. I play golf here and there. I enjoy watching other sports, but yeah, baseball has basically just been my main focus. So
And you've played a lot of different positions in the IBL: shortstop, second base, third base, and I'd say one of the best defenders, as I said at the top of the podcast. But have you ever played any other positions growing up, whether it was pitcher or potentially even in the outfield?
yeah, so when I first started playing competitive baseball, I was always a shortstop. Moved my way to play catcher a lot as well growing up. I actually went to university in the States and I went there as a pitcher actually. So even my time with the Ontario Blue Jays, I started there as a two-way player. Then kind of went the pitching route, went to college as a pitcher. After my freshman year, asked my coach, hey, I was a two-way player growing up all this time. Can I have a shot doing that? And then after my sophomore year, I just kind of stuck mostly with position players. So I didn't pitch anymore after that, but definitely still could if needed. But yeah, just pretty much done everything. Obviously, last year I played first base, second base, third base. I mean, wherever Dino wants to throw me in, I'm more than happy to help out. So.
A man of many talents. We love to hear it, but we're going to veer away from baseball a little bit and get into really getting to know you. So, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
It's a good question. I come from a Greek upbringing, so I'd have to go with a gyros. I know Dino's obviously of Greek descent as well, so been to his restaurant a lot. He has some really good food over there, so I think gyros, like a gyros platter, have some potatoes, rice, and a nice wrap. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely have to get to Dino's restaurant at some point here for sure. I've talked to him in the kitchen a few times. He's always banging those dishes around, so I have to make it happen at some point. When it comes to bucket list item, what's the potential bucket list item that you might have top of your mind right now?
Right now, I think big Steelers fan, so I definitely want to go out see an NFL game down in Pittsburgh. Closest thing I've ever been to is I went to their spring training in Latrobe, but yeah, it's probably my biggest bucket list item is to see an NFL game down in the States.
Who's your team? Did you say the Steelers?
Yeah, Steelers. Yeah.
Great answer, Dirk. Great answer.
No, I know you're a fan too, so it's good.
What is a song that always gets you on the dance floor moving?
Not much of a dancer per se.
Oh, come on, everyone's a dancer.
No. I don't know, probably anything kind of hip hop related. I really like Drake, so I know it's not the most dance music per se, but yeah, probably some around Drake would probably get me on the dance floor, I guess. So.
All right, I don't hate it. If you could pick someone to play you in a movie, who would you pick and why?
That is a good question. Let's see. I'm not too familiar with actors' names and stuff like that, but probably Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt.
And why is that?
I don't know. I like him as an actor.
Gotcha.
Nothing too much into it, but yeah, I like his work.
Moneyball. You can't go wrong with Brad Pitt.
Exactly.
The baseball movie has to be I mean, it's either Brad Pitt or Jonah Hill, right? And it's may as well take Brad Pitt.
Right.
That's the that's the choice. If you were stuck on a deserted island with one teammate, who would it be and why?
Well, I'm gonna have to piggyback more on his last answer from the last podcast episode, but it has to be guards. I mean, that guy is one of a kind. He'll make you laugh. I'm sure he can make some good food as well. He's big and strong, keep you safe. So yeah, I think guards is definitely probably gonna be a unanimous answer, I think, from a lot of people. So
All right, so to make it a bit more interesting, then, if you were stuck on a deserted island with one teammate, who's the last guy that you want to be stuck with?
last guy.
Throw somebody under the bus.
Yeah, I know. Um let's go Kyle Kush.
Yeah,
No,
infielder.
not
Yeah.
yeah, not any particular reason, just yeah, go Kyle.
All right, this one stumped Connor, so I'll ask you this one. Hope that we maybe get an answer. What's the coolest fact about you that maybe no one else knows about, but you think's pretty cool?
Um yeah, I mean I'm not the most interesting guy in the world. But interesting fact. I lived out in Nova Scotia for about a year and a half or so. But yeah, that's pretty much the only fun fact about me that's not baseball related, I guess. So
That's a pretty cool fact. But lastly, who is your hero?
so obviously my parents, they've supported me growing up, playing baseball and whatnot. But I recently just lost one of my best friends about a month and a half to 2 months ago. So yeah, it's just kind of he's going to be my inspiration going forward and in life and this season. So do my best to kind of make them proud. So
I'm so sorry for your loss, but I'm sure your friends watching over you this season and cheering you on. Thank you so much for sharing all of these fun facts and little tidbits about you. We really appreciate you for joining our podcast. It was great to get to know you, and we can't wait to watch you represent Guelph Royals for another season. Thank you so much, Darius. For Ryan Eakin, I'm Teresa Skubik, and this has been Royalty.